Hi, I'm Mark Bunker, and for the past 6 months I've been saying, and I'm running for Clearwater City Council. But I'm not saying that anymore, because tonight we won. I am so excited and so thankful for you for helping me cross this finish line. A lot of you have been following me for decades. Many of you got to know me here in Clearwater and have been instrumental in my success here. And I want to thank a few super supporters, including Michelle. Thank you so much. Jenna, you've been great. Jack and Judy, I love you. There's so many more, and it has been so amazing to see the people who have come out to volunteer and to make a difference in this campaign. There are some people that I really need to thank who were crucial, including my two campaign consultants, Jordan Pride and Aaron Wiley. These women know what they're doing, and they took on this impossible challenge of getting me onto the city council. And I told them from the beginning, this is not going to be a regular campaign, but you'll have stories to tell for decades to come from this race. And I think I've gave them that. I've given them a little heartache along the way, a little angina, but on the whole, you know, they've been terrific. I've loved working with them, and when re-election comes around, I hope to work with them again. Also, Aaron Smith-Levin, who's the vice president and the vice chair of the Aftermath Foundation. He's been doing great work helping people who have left Scientology readjust to what Scientology calls the WOG world, but we call reality. He's been a terrific friend and a great support this entire race. And of course, Mike Rinder, who for years I've been advising the city council to have Mike on their speed dial. If you want to have somebody who knows how Scientology works, well, he's the guy. I've urged them to call him to find out what it's like dealing with David Miscavige, what Scientology's goals are in the city. And for years, the city has refused. And that just led me to believe, well, I got to do something myself. So you got to believe that Mike Rinder, who once tried to have me arrested and tried to set out to destroy any of us here in Clearwater back in 2000 who worked at the Lisa McPherson Trust, trying to help people who were abused and defrauded by Scientology. Well, he left Scientology and we become good friends. And he has been so important in this campaign, and he's going to be crucial in the years to come as well as we face Scientology and the future of the city. And of course, Leah Remini, thank you. Your endorsement early on gave the campaign credibility and nationwide attention in the closing weeks of the race, as she got us onto the cover of Us Weekly, right there, see? So I couldn't be more pleased by your support, and also getting to know you a bit. You're a wonderful person, very warm, very caustic, which I really appreciate. And you've made a huge difference. Troublemaker? Yeah, keep doing it. You've helped so many people since you left Scientology. And as I'm going back watching King of Queens reruns, you made people laugh heartily, and you will continue for decades to come. So you have all my love and thanks in this race as well. So big challenges ahead of us here, as I will be joining the council somewhere around March 27th or 28th. We're in the middle of this, well, we're at the beginning of this pandemic. In fact, I was not able to go to the polls today to cast a vote for myself. or to greet all the other voters, because I was tested yesterday for the coronavirus, COVID-19, and so far I'm waiting for the results. Flu was negative. The next panel of tests were all negative. So it's going to take 3 to 4 days to find out whether I actually am infected or not. Shortness of breath, the cough, the dry cough, all of these things led me to go and get the test. And I'm so thankful that this week finally they are available for people in parts of the country, and I hope in your part as well. But we're slowly and surely now getting those kits out to make a difference here. So we've got a massive challenge ahead of us here in Clearwater and all across the country, and I promise you I will work as hard as I can to help us on that issue and so many others. I'm going to be for the people. I'm not going to be for developers, so they may not like me as much, but we have to bring all of our neighborhoods together. People who live out in countryside think no one's paying attention to their neighborhood, and that's the case with all the neighborhoods, because they think only downtown is being addressed. I was happy to hear Frank Hibbard, the mayor-elect, saying that we're going to hold off on Imagine Clearwater. We have to with this crisis going on. So that'll give us a chance to rethink this and to spend less money on the amphitheater and actually do this project right. Scientology has led by fear and intimidation for decades now, and that's no different here in Clearwater. My election proves that it's not the kiss of death to say the word Scientology and try to do something about them. Tracy McManus, in the story in the Tampa Bay Times tonight, said that this was an historic win, my being voted onto the council. In some ways it is, but when I think back, and I've thought of Gabe Casares almost every day in this campaign. He was the mayor who was in charge of Clearwater when Scientology snuck into town in 1975. He asked questions and he was brutally attacked by Scientology. You can read all about it online, all the projects they did against him. So he's been always close to me as I've done all of the events and gone out to meet people. I did this a lot for Gabe and also for Ray Emmons, the police chief or the police lieutenant rather, who investigated Scientology for many years. For Lisa McPherson, who died under Scientology's care at the Fort Harrison Hotel. And of course for Bob Minton, my personal hero, who brought me here to Clearwater back in 2000 because he wanted to try to help people abused and defrauded by Scientology. Bob's not with us any longer, but I hope he'd be proud. I'm going to try everything I can to help everyone in the city, including the Scientologists who don't believe that I've actually been working on their behalf to try to have Scientology reform, because most of the attacks that Scientology throws out there are against members. So if Scientology can just reform and stop ruling by intimidation, stop threatening businesses downtown, and actually become decent neighbors, then we can have a vibrant downtown. And that's what I'm going to work toward. It's no longer the kiss of death. It's a path to victory to say, Scientology, shape up. We're going to strip you of your tax-exempt status. You don't deserve it. And we're going to make some changes here in town. So I hope you'll be with me through this entire journey. I'll be checking in with you all the time on video. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear what you feel needs to be worked on in the city. And I will listen and I will take action. So until we talk again, this is Mark Bunker.